So, I've been sitting up here reflecting and thinking of a conversation I had when I was younger, about 13, 14 or so, right? I've had the privilege of being raised by many different elders from all walks of life. From all walks of life, you name it. From inside church, outside of church, from my neighbors and community leaders and such, right? Medicine women, such and such. Anyway, that brings me to say, I will reflect on a conversation I had with an elder. And I remember her speaking on certain things that will occur here in the future, right? She spoke on many things that will occur in the future, such as artificial intelligence, such as, spiritual psychosis, such as, see to the motherfucking bed, such as, what else she said? How, you can be speaking with someone, knowing someone your whole life or a significant amount of time, and you think that person is really that person, and it's some other type of entity that got up in that person, and it's not the same type of person you thought you was talking to, and you don't even know what's going on. And it just be like, oh, this gotta be this person. Anyway, fast forward. I was thinking about all of that type of thing, right? And I was thinking about today, as it's so important to have a strong faith, to have a strong belief in today's time. It is so important to up those practices and those protections during these times, right? And I also was thinking about how people show their fucking ass during the pandemic. Like, the pandemic gave us a taste of how people will react and respond. Some people will thrive during chaos, and some people will, oh my God, lose it. When I mean lose it, they're gonna lose it. And it gave us a taste of what is to come. And we are in that great divide. We are witnessing a great fall of Babylon. We are witnessing a rise in consciousness. And when I say conscious, I ain't just talking about this spiritual community, because it's beyond consciousness. Is to be aware of all, not just spiritually, what you think internally, how you feel, what you eat, the truth of all, in a sense, like. And we are in those times, and with all this information that's been out here that needs to be filtered, and also, further research, there are a significant amount of people who are battling with health conditions, right? Especially in America. 1 out of 5 people are diagnosed with mental health conditions. That's 26% of Americans. Okay, so we're not even factoring if they are, and those are the ones that's just tested. Some people are not even, going through all of that and getting those diagnoses. And we already know this, this country, can create some mental problems. And a lot of, don't get me started on that conversation. Anyway, with that being said, and the spiritual psychosis is going on, because all this information that's been presented, all the lies that we realize that we've been lied, and all the newfound truths, and people remembering who they are and all that type of things. It all boils down to going back to your faith. We can keep it so simple, honestly. Going back to your faith and your beliefs, even if you don't know it all. Having that strong connection with God, having that strong direct connection with God, regardless of what is happening outside of us. And I'm not someone who live in the fear tactic, I'm just pushing fear. Nah, real is real, real is real. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we still got to address certain things, and it all just boils down to having a strong faith and continue to walk through righteousness with righteousness, okay? So I just got it, in my heart to just share that really quickly, because it's finna be an increase, and they're gonna call it, of course, some people know what it is, it's spiritual psychosis, and they're gonna think it's mental health, and then some people gonna call it the witchcraft and all that type of shit. But what we really seeing too, and we gotta make sure we are strong enough to get through it. We are seeing the great divide. We are seeing the great fall of the Babylon. Great things are to come from this. And those who will reap those great things are those who can remain, if you know what I'm saying. And I ain't talking about just financially. I'm talking about mentally, emotionally, you know, that can remain and stand. So, at the end of the day, I know everybody saying this, at the end of the day, the day gotta end. But no, at the end of the day, you gotta stay grounded and rooted in your faith and your beliefs, you know. And I know, that we have a lot of spiritual leaders here, and shamans, and all these other type things, and you know, they could be of assistance. Could some, if they the real deal, right? Nothing greater than the source and your connection to the source, to God. Creating nothing greater than that. Like, even if you might need to seek, you know, wise counsels sometimes, and I get that. But make sure you trust your connection directly. And some people can't handle that directly, and that's why they experience certain experiences, you know. They open themselves up to certain things that they're not prepared for. And I just know we're going to see more people. It's going to be, and they're going to put it like insanity versus the same. And even if you have certain beliefs, you might come off a little cool for them, you know. However, I feel like if you continue to move in righteousness and you continue to elevate, and if you seek truth, you're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright. I just wanted to share that. I felt called today to share something. I did. I knew I was gonna share something. I felt it early in my spirit. I knew it. I didn't know what I was gonna share. I had so many things I wanted to share, but I'm like, and that's another thing. We're getting back to sacredness, like real sacredness. I know this word sacredness is being slandered around. Like, people are sacred this, sacred that, sacred this, sacred that. No, sacredness, like the intimacy of sacredness, like pulling it back. Hey, this is sacred. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't see this, you can't hear about this, you can't. You know something sacred is happening over here, but you don't know what sacredly is happening. Secretly. Anyway, I wanted to share that, and I hope this reach who it needs to reach. I hope, you know, and do what it needs to do. And if you have anything you want to add or say, feel encouraged. I'm open to hearing other perspectives, you know. Yeah. And if you got some others around you, I need you to sit at their fucking feet. Okay? Now, I know some others ain't. All due respect, some others, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Some others you may not be able to get too much from. But mostly, there's some others that you can really gain some insight and gems, and that can tell you a thing or two that may actually assist you and help you get through. Anyway, I'm about to go. I just want to share that, so take care.